Hello, hello! Welcome, YouTube friends, to Islands of Ice. We are playing World of Warships Legends. I'm your host tonight. Today, whenever you're watching this, Phoenix 6-1. So we finally plowed through the campaign. So this is the first week that you can actually complete the campaign if you're, doing it au naturel and actually playing, like we tend to do. And then since I do like destroyers, I do like torpedo boats. So I did go ahead and purchase the Admiralty backing so that we could unlock the ship. And so we're gonna play as it, right? So I played a few games before this, and we had some wins. I think I had a couple losses too, but like they were all kind of boring games. So this one's a little more interesting, right? But so I'm enjoying the ship so far. I think the one gripe is the torpedoes are not strong at all. But to be fair, you can send 12, and then you could also use a reload booster and send another 12, like in 5 seconds later, right? So it makes like that's where the balancing is, right? You're not going to do too much with guns, and the AA is basically non-existent. So don't count on being able to shoot down any airplanes ever. This is terrible. Do not build into it to make it better. This is still going to be very, very bad, right? So, so I'll go through the build at the end of the video, kind of which commander I use and how I set them up, right? So I saw the cruiser coming in, so I wasn't surprised at all that radar is happening right now, right? So we're going to hide behind this island until that goes away. Plus, we're also still waiting for our torpedoes to reload, right? So we get one hit that's probably on that cruiser. As you can see, one torpedo hit did 6,100 damage, right? So, and I think if you're hitting like a battleship or something, anything that has like some sort of torpedo damage reduction, like it's like 4,000, right? So like, I think if I were to hit another Jager with torpedoes, you would need 3, maybe 4 torpedoes to actually kill it, right? So it's so fun to be able to send a ton of torpedoes, but that is the drawback, right? So we see some torpedoes going after this Missouri from a teammate, right? And then I was like, all right, well, let's send some, and then let's wait. So I was going to see what the Belfast was going to do, and he looks like he's going to kite away. So then we'll use the narrow angle and see if we can't get a second set on the Missouri out there, right? So ideally, we space those apart to try and trigger floods, right? And then it's another Jager right next to us that also sent a bunch of torpedoes, right? So that Missouri's probably screwed, rip. It's going to stay there. But yes, so the other thing too, so since this week is like when most people get the ship, if you're not going to get the ship, or even if you like are going to get it, I was doing this before too. I was playing as like the Saipan, like I was playing carriers because I know that this destroyer is just terrible at with AA, right? So you see a lot of people out there with the ship, and it's like, what would be great to go against the Jager? And so yeah, you pick any radar cruiser, right? Right? Pick out your destroyer hunters, guys, and play some games, and you'll mop up these Jagers, right? Then yeah, so we're gonna get another trigger of a flood here. Nope, no floods. Oh, come on. That's what we need. He might have had damage con going. All right, one more is gonna hit. We'll see what happens with this one. Yes, there we go, right. So he's probably screwed. But I mean, granted, other people are shooting at him as well. There goes cruiser. Okay. Should we dump one more, or should we assume he's going to die? Alright, we'll go pick on the Heisen here. So he looks like he's going to go behind that, on the other side of that island, right? So we're zooming in with our guns to kind of gauge whether... Because first I was like, oh, maybe he's going to hit it. And so I'll send one right before, but it does look like he's slowing down, right? So he is probably being weary of the destroyer and battleship that are kind of north of him on our team. So I'm like, you know what? He's probably backing up. He's probably trying to back up, so we're going to send some torps, more torps behind this island, right? So we've got them spaced out quite a bit here. That's the other thing that's nice here is it's easier to be patient, and well, not patient, but like it's easier to space out torps to try to trigger floods because you have 4 racks of them. I do feel like the flood chance is a little bit lower than what's typical as well too. I think that's, you know, probably built into the balance, right? So we're gonna get at least something here. There we go. Defend, incapacitation, and flood. 2 torpedoes. But yeah, like 8 torpedo hits, and 60,000 damage now because we got flood going, and then we're gonna hit him again here. So yeah, that was like perfect. Yes. All right, he's done for, right? So another destroyer over here. We just have to figure out where he is. At least one more over here, right? And like we're only up 1 ship, and zones are even right now. So this isn't like a done deal kind of game, right? We got work to do, guys. We got work to do. So we'll go ahead and challenge the cap. You know, if we get in there and it's contested, we at least know he's in the zone, and our battleship is complaining about being spotted and everything. So right, so he's in range of the battleship, at least, you know, spotting range, right? So we'll see what happens when we get in the zone here. And I'm just taking guess shots where he might have gone, right? You know, it's given that the battleship's saying he's spotted, so we'll send torps, you know, up that direction, right? So we've got our racks kind of spaced apart right now, so it's literally like 30 more seconds for the other 2 to be ready. And then we've got Ulstergotland here to help us out, right? Okay, guys, I know I'm bad at pronouncing ship names. I'm sorry. You know, we can say Jager because you know, we have you know, the Jägermeister. We do Jager bombs here in America, right? That's how we drink. For those of you that like the black licorice, that's right. There he is. All right, Z-23. So he's gonna have sonar, right? But we'll shoot at him, cause why not? But yeah, the guns are not the greatest. And okay, he's gonna smoke up. So we'll use our reload booster, and it's gonna be like, good luck dodging this, buddy. 15 torpedoes if you count those first 3 on their way. Enjoy, even with your sonar. That's going to be a challenge. Alright. See what we get. There he is. There he goes. Zone capped. Destroyer killed. Sorry, Ostergaland, your torpedoes were too late. We just had too many. Oh man, I love this ship, but like, it's got its downfalls. It's definitely got its downfalls. So if you're not and you don't get smokescreen either, right? So, you really have to. So I built into concealment to try and help with that a little bit, right? But yeah, so for the most part, it's literally just try not to get spotted, and you know, use the range of the torpedoes, and you get tons of torpedoes, right? But yeah, like I said, like the AA on it is absolutely just the worst. Like it's like a tier 3 AA strength, right? Like it's just awful. So if you do get those scenarios where you've got a aircraft carrier in the game, they're gonna pick on you because it's gonna be easy to pick on you, right? Because you can't hardly shoot their planes down. It takes forever. It takes forever. So, yep, our battleship's saying he's spotted again. We still got 2 other battleships left over on Zone C. But, yeah, see, now, like, they stole back the B hole here. So now we're down a zone. I mean, we're up on points, but we're down this zone. I feel like this is going to end up being a close game. I'm just, like, shooting guess shots through. Like, the torpedoes reload, like, it's so fast. And you can always just, you know, send 2 racks of guess torpedoes wherever, right? And then save some for in case you do spot something. But our destroyer's already capping the B zone, the B hole back here, right? So he's not in here. Like, there's not a destroyer in here, so I don't know where that guy went. We've already got 2 zone caps, so this will be our 3rd. This will be our 3rd one. Alright, Azure Lane, New Jersey out there. If she keeps moving forward, we can send some torpedoes through the cracks there. Oh man, we're getting picked up. So the cruiser's somewhere nearby here still. New Jersey can't shoot us. I guess, yeah. I guess I don't have to worry about this, because that cruiser apparently can't shoot it. He's got to be behind islands if he's not shooting at us. We still, like, miraculously still have full health here, 15,900, right? So, yeah, so, like, health isn't crazy great at this tier for a destroyer either. But, yeah, you know, it's all in the balancing, right? You get some good. You take the good, you take the bad, and then you have, right? Alright, enough of that. You guys know I can't sing. Man, we're not, that he kept moving. We're not going to get any torpedo hits on him. Oh, there's the cruiser with the radar. Alright. Yeah, just chilling back there. Oh, he's picking on our battleship up north. Okay. Yeah, torpedoes everywhere. This was the other thing too. Like when I got this ship, is there's a lot of people playing it because you know it's exciting and most people, you know, this is the time in the campaign for, you know, this season, battle pass, whatever you want to call it, right? That people are unlocking it, right? So this is the first week that most people will have it if you didn't straight up just buy it. Yeah. So we're. Likewise, there's torpedoes everywhere from other Jagers. Alright, we'll send some at him. Man, I just want to go get this guy. We can do this. Let's sneak up on him. He doesn't have radar anymore. I don't know that cruiser. Like, what is that? Does he have sonar? This could be a suicide run here. And we could potentially lose this game because of this event, my aggressiveness here. But I'm like, we got full health. He'll never suspect it, right? We'll come around the corner when they least suspect it. We're located, but so I don't know if it's that cruiser or if it's a destroyer around here that's got the location, whatever thingy it's called, right, for your commander. Oh man, he was backing up. I was not suspecting this. I need an adult. Damage gunfire. Use the heal. So the heals work a little bit better. You get a little more out of them when you use them as you're taking fire, right? And then we'll whip out the guns here. Oh yeah, we got him. We're good. We're good. We're gonna be on fire for a little bit, but we're good. Deb strike. There we go. There it is. 105,000 damage though. That's pretty decent for torpedoes that like max out at 6,000 damage. Alright, so someone highlighted the B hole. So we'll send some torps through there. Where he might be, where that destroyer might be. I don't know where there's two left, like where these guys could be. I was like almost like disappointed like with how many torpedoes you can shoot. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get like the random hits, you know, like I was like, come on. But we'll get our 4th zone capture here. Guys, this is how you top off the leaderboard for XP, right? Get these zone caps. 4 of the 4th one. There's torpedoes over by the, I mean, it makes sense that the destroyer would be going after our battleship, right? They need to get on the zones if they want to win this game, though. Alright, so I think it's a Jager that's shooting at our battleship. He's honking his horn like he thinks he's gonna die, but they're Jager torps. So, see how many he takes. 2? Like, yeah, he's still good. It's still good. Does he take any more? Hey, still alive. Still alive. You're good, man. I do think that there is something to be said about like being able to keep enemies at bay, like out of a zone, like especially right off the bat. You could send all these torpedoes through the zone right away at the beginning of the game. You literally send 24. You can send your 12 and then use a reload booster and send another 12, and no one's gonna want to come in that zone after that, right? So I think there's something to be said about just the fear of the torps, right? Even though they kind of, like, they suck, right? Oh, our battleship did go down. All right. But yeah, like, so it is kind of, it's just fun to be able to shoot so many, even though they're not that strong. And that's why they're not that strong, right? Like, it's just not fair, right? So I do build a little bit. I do think I pick, at least for one of our inspirations, we do pick torpedo damage, right? I don't. Is there somebody that would do flood damage? Because that might be a good idea too. Like increased flood chance. Like that wouldn't be bad. That'd be smart too. So we'll see where we end up on the leaderboard here. 105,000 damage total. Yeah. So that was my my like highest damage game, right? 3,100 XP. That's pretty sweet. Nice job. Go me. For the air. There's also, this ship has such a low profile too, that like it sits so low in the water. I do feel like it's a little bit more difficult to hit. But yeah, so we're using the Stig here. I always think of the Stig from Top Gear when I see Stig Hansson Eriksson, right? So yeah, detectability and torpedo damage for this one. I was considering the Space Fishy guy, the one that gives you more torpedo speed, and then Tanaka for more damage for the other guy, right? But and then yeah, base trait's pretty decent, more torpedo damage and engine boost cooldown, so like that's fine. Like that's great for a torpedo-centric build, right? So that's kind of why I went with Stig, right? More torp damage, better concealment here, and then faster reload. I'm not I don't need more range, so you might as well pick the one that doesn't hurt, right? And then yeah, we're using Unstoppable. Almost always use Unstoppable for my my destroyer builds, right? It's pretty rare that I'm a pretty big wuss, and I don't like losing my engine power, right? But yeah, this is what I was talking about. So this, like, this reminds me of some of the lower tier destroyers where like this mid deck section is just low, right? So I do feel like you're a little bit harder of a target to hit. So like that's kind of a pro for the ship, right? So cons are, I think the biggest con is the no anti-air. Like it's terrible, so it might as well not exist. And then no smoke screen, right? But otherwise, like the torpedoes, like the damage isn't great on them, but because you get so many, like that's a fair trade-off, right? So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching my video all the way through. If you enjoyed watching, push the like button. If you didn't, don't push that, don't do that. And then make sure to follow the channel. I am doing World of Warships videos every day, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.